Today, we're going to test Dawn Powerwash. I've heard a lot of different things on the internet about how this is supposed to get dried on food off really quick, and it's supposed to be this amazing, amazing cleaner. So what I have here is I have a plate from breakfast that I avoided washing until now. So it's been a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, but it's pretty hardened on there. Here's the fork. You can see it doesn't actually do anything because there's a bunch of yolk on the plate. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take this product and spray it all over. Now, you know, typically when you have like this kind of dried on egg yolk and stuff, it really takes a while. I'm spraying the, whoops, spraying the fork too. I had my water bottle next to me and knocked it over. I'm spraying the fork too to make sure we get that off of there. So what you're supposed to do is the directions say, fully squeeze trigger and spray directly onto the dishes. If it's lightly soiled, you can just rinse it. You can let it sit for a couple of minutes and then rinse and wash. So we sprayed it a couple of minutes ago. So we'll wait for this to sit for a minute to see what happens. Ooh, and in the meantime, I can tell you a fun fact that I learned listening to the Dark Parts podcast. And the episode I'm listening to is about being buried alive. And apparently this was a very, very common phenomenon in past centuries, and actually not, you know, really not so long ago as well. There were a couple of cases in the 1990s in upstate New York, which is where I live. And it was pretty scary, but they were seeing the average during the 18th and 19th centuries was one person getting buried alive every week. And they actually, people invented safety coffins, in fact, in case they were buried alive, so that they would have a way to either escape or let someone know that they were buried alive so they could be rescued. Okay. All right, so now that we have that, let's put a little bit of water, oops, sorry, a little bit of water on the sponge, my dish soap there, and let's just see if we can, if this wipes right away. And it looks like it does. I'm gonna just set the fork aside so I can do this. So I'm just wiping this off really quick with this sponge. I'm not like scrubbing too hard, I'm just kind of wiping. And let's see if this does it. Yeah, actually, what did that sit for? Like a minute maybe? And now it's, of course I'm going to wash the back of it before I put it into my dish drainer, but it's pretty clean, and it took 0 elbow grease. So, wrong way, oops. A+ for Dawn Powerwash.